Let's say your friend gives you the following offer. You can either receive $1,000 today or $1,000 a year from now. Which would you choose? What if that future offer was $1,500 instead, or $10,000? At what point would you say, okay, waiting might be worth it? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're breaking down a fundamental concept that shapes everything from personal finances to billion-dollar business decisions, the time value of money, or TVOM. By the end of this video, you'll understand why money isn't just about how much you have, but also when you have it. First, let's define the time value of money. TVOM is the idea that money today is worth more than the same amount in the future. Why? Because money has earning power. It can grow through investments or generate interest if loaned out. This means that the value of a given sum of money depends on both the amount of money and the point in time when the money is received or paid. Other terms you may have heard used to express TVOM include interest rate, discount rate, hurdle rate, minimum attractive rate of return, and cost of capital. Going back to the initial offer from the beginning of the video, TVOM tells us to take the $1,000 today, rather than wait a year to receive the $1,000. But let's say, instead of $1,000 a year from now, it's $1,100, or $1,500, or $10,000. At some point, you may prefer waiting a year for a larger amount. But here's the twist. There's always a point where you're indifferent. For one person, $1,200 next year might feel equivalent to $1,000 today. That's their time value of money. And, in this case, it's a 20% annual rate. Because money has a time value, we should not add or subtract money unless it occurs at the same point in time. If this is the case, then how do we account for differences in time when determining the value of money? Enter the concept of discounted cash flow, or DCF. DCF is the process of using the time value of money, or discount rate, to convert all future cash flows to a present single sum equivalent, or vice versa. 4 important DCF rules help us with this process. 1. Money has a time value. 2. You can't add or subtract cash flows at different times unless they're adjusted to the same point in time. 3. To calculate future value, multiply the present value by 1 plus interest rate. 4. To calculate present value, divide the future value by 1 plus interest rate. Let's look at an example of these rules in action. Let's say your personal TVOM is 20% a year for any investment. You find an investment that states that if you provide $1,000 today, you will receive a guaranteed $1,100 a year from now. Is this a good investment based on your personal time value of money? DCF Rule 1 establishes that money has a time value, represented by your 20% annual rate. Rule 2 states that subtracting the present $1,000 from the future value of $1,100, resulting in a positive $100, won't give us an accurate evaluation of the investment since these values aren't at the same point in time. In this case, you can apply Rule 3 to calculate the minimum future value you are willing to accept. This requires us to multiply the present value of $1,000 by 1 plus the 20% rate, aka 1.20, resulting in a minimum acceptable value of $1,200. Because the $1,100 offered is less than the minimum future value we are willing to accept, we determine that this is not a good investment for us. We can use Rule 4 to come to the same conclusion by looking at this comparison in a different way. Instead of comparing these investments by converting the present value to a future value, we can take the future value and convert it to a present value. To calculate the present value, we divide the promised $1,100 future value by 1 plus 20%, giving us a present value of $916.67. Because this is less than the initial $1,000, we see that this is not a good investment. So, why does this matter? Whether you're deciding on a loan, investment, or even a business deal, understanding the time value of money helps you evaluate the real worth of money over time. Thanks for watching! If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment below. And remember, the next time someone offers you money, think about not just how much, but when you'll get it.